should be addressing his complaints to those people who thought that axing a black MP was in some sense a vote winner. Above all, he should be addressing his complaints to those people who feel that expulsions are the answer to political arguments.
And now welcome Diane Abbott, our first Black woman MP. Welcome Diane.
Diane Abbott, Member of Parliament, Hackney North and Stoke Newington. And I come to the rostrum, first of all, to answer the comrade from Mitcham and Morden who complained about how distressing it was that in the week before the general election, or 2 weeks before, the television and the newspapers were hogged by the Sharon Atkin affair instead of Labour Party's policies. And I agree it was quite distressing. But if he's that upset about it, I believe he should address his complaints not to the black section movement, but he should be addressing his complaints to those people, those 4 Birmingham MPs who sent an incredibly offensive letter to Sharon and others saying keep out of Birmingham. He should be addressing his complaints to those people who thought that axing a black MP was in some sense a vote winner. Above all, he should be addressing his complaints to those people who feel that expulsions are the answer to political arguments. And I want to go on and say this, and it's something that we in London, those of us in the Parliamentary Labour Party, those on the regional executive must bear in mind, that the attacks on the London Labour Party, and I have to say now, here and now, that I don't claim that everything about the London Labour Party is perfect by any means. I have a unique distinction in that I've worked for both Ken Livingstone as a paid worker and Linda Bellos, and so I have no illusions about the London Labour Party. But what we have to remember, and it's very important, both inside the party and on the executive and whatever, is that the attacks on the London Labour Party 99 times out of 100 are coded attacks on the policies with which we are most closely associated, our policies on race, our policies on feminism, and our policies on gay and lesbian rights. People who do not have the bottle to come out and attack our race policies in an honest way, hide it behind these veiled attacks on the London Labour Party. And people must remember, when we pursue this debate, when we write our documents, we must beware of falling into the trap of debating around our opponent's agenda. There have been problems about the presentation of our policies on race and women and gay and lesbian rights. There have been problems about the implementation. We need much more involvement by black people and women in the policy making in the London Labour Party. But when it comes to it, the inspiration behind those policies, the politics behind those policies, those are policies that I will defend. I come here to this rostrum to defend them. I will be defending them inside the Parliamentary Labour Party. Those policies are based on principle, they are based on socialism, they are the policies which eventually will build the big campaigning London Labour Party we all want to see. Those policies deserve defending. The greatest mistake we could fall into as a London Labour Party would be to believe that the answer to our defeat is to look for scapegoats, is to look for purges, and above all, to fall back on an opponent's agenda. I've been in the London Labour Party for 10 years. I've been part of the process which formed the campaigning policies on race, which are the hallmark of this party. I'm proud of those policies, I will defend those policies, and I hope everyone here will as well. Thank you.
Thank you.